My name is Gramey Browne, author of Learning the Business of Life. And I do these short interviews with professionals. I take them way back to when they were boys and girls, 7, 8, 9 years old. You would be surprised to see who they were back then compared to who they are now. So do me a favor, click subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. While you're doing that, I'll start asking the tough questions. Pleasure of asking him 5 questions. Now, as we know him as a producer, I have to say, good evening, Mr. Producer.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So, I'm not going to ask you about your movies and how you got into it. What I want to do, I want to take you way back to when you were just a little Joel, 7, 8, 9 years old. Who was this little boy? Can you?
I don't really have much memories of when I was 7 and 9 years old, but I think I was this little boy that always was picked on and never communicated. I was very silent.
Okay. Yeah. So was it bullying? Was it peer pressure? Was it just isolation?
It was peer pressure, bullying, verbal okay. Bullying. And because of the family I came up from, the neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood always used to call me names and call my father names. We were always called names. I was always called names, and the neighborhood and my father always believed everyone that say things about me. So I just was very quiet to myself and stick to myself.
So fast forward then in your teenage years, you're 15, 16, maybe all the way to 18. I'm sure you had dreams, aspiration, what you wanted to be. Who were you then, and what did you think your outlook, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, when I was 15, 16, I wanted to be a doctor. Actually, aeronautics, work in the aviation field, and also I had uncles that were doctors. They always tell me to study medicine, but I like business more. So I was a little confused about who I want to be, if it's do business or academic, or be a doctor, or go into engineering and all of that. So I was not really stable and knowing what I want, but for sure I knew I wanted to be somebody great.
Okay, so let's say if you were growing up now in today's world with the internet and social media and the telephone and electrical cars, as a teenager, can you see yourself as a teenager now in this world? What do you think your dreams and aspiration would be?
Well, if I was a teenager now, I would be so happy and educated. I like to be self-taught. I like things. I don't like the school system, because when I was growing up, I never used to go to school. Even though my father was, I'll wake up dressed and I'll go hang out with the guys in the street. Because I believe the guys in the street knew that was where the knowledge was. It wasn't in the classroom, I remember my father used to come check to see if I'm there, go to class, meet the principal. So, yeah, so now I would mostly lock myself in the room and study to be who I want to be, because I believe in self-taught. I believe in educating myself. I believe in not doing the status quo.
Okay.
So I believe I'll be so far ahead, especially with AI right now, where AI is, and the access of computer and unlimited data. So there's no excuse for any young person not to have a clear vision.
As to what they want to do, because nowadays so many kids are basically confused because there's so much information coming to them. When back in your day, were you able to filter out all the non-usable information, or did you get so much information that some of it confused you? So if you love what you've seen and hearing so far, do me a favor, click subscribe, press the bell, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up.
I wasn't getting. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. It was three things. I was be a medical doctor, be a air engineer, or go into business. My father was a businessman, so there was those three things. But it had a lot of noise and everything else. I was a practical student. I was a science student. So and physics was something I loved very much. So logic is always what I like thinking. I was the only child for 14 years.
Oh, wow.
So my brother, I'm all 14 years older than him, even though I had cousins, but I always felt alone. So I always lived in my head. So I was very focused. Yeah.
That we have something in common. I was an only child till I was 12 years old. And so, yeah. So, okay. So now, what you do now you make films, you travel, you're an ambassador, you do all these different things. Is this you living out your dream, or is some of it work, some of it hobby, or what would you explain what you do now in combination? Is it you living the life you always dreamed of, or?
That's a good question. Is it living my dreams? Yeah, I've been living my dream for 17 years. I've been working in the media field. This is what I want to do. So I've been doing this for a very long time, being in the media space. But I also live in my dream now, because my dream was to make movies and for the movie to be successful. So I made the film Chokehold, and out of that came bigger things, trust, trust from the government, trust from business people, because people want to know what have you been able to accomplish. Making a film is very hard. So in terms of business, things are more easier now for people to, when they Google you, they see you've done things, it becomes easy. It's not that you made a movie, it's that you accomplish a very difficult task. So it's easy for me. I'm living my dreams, yes, of course.
Yeah,
I'm traveling, doing my business, and people are texting me, oh, I want to be like you. Okay, yeah, you want to be like me, but you can't be like me because it's very hard. You see the glamour, but you don't see the sleepless nights. You don't see jumping from one plane to the next and not able to sleeping on the plane, or sleeping, dozing off in the airport. People don't see that part. They only see the pretty videos that you show, and they don't see the sleepless nights and waiting for meetings with a very important person that you want to talk to, and they're busy, and the wait time. So I'm starting to live my dream. My dream is very big. I'm very ambitious.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you the real tough question now. So imagine yourself, you're in a room, maybe, it's a gymnasium, a school gymnasium, whatever. There's about 200 kids, and you just had some workshops with them. You'd tell them about filming, you showed them the cameras, everything went good, successful. You're about to walk out, there's the black SUV waiting for you. You're going to jump in it. They're going to whip you off to the airport. You're going to jump in a private jet and fly away. And you look back and you want to give them the last few words, the last departing words. These are going to be the last words they hear from you before you leave. What would those words be?
I would say, don't let nobody ever tell you you can't achieve your dreams, because you're able to do that as long as you believe in yourself. So don't let nobody ever tell you that, because I was told the same thing, and I've proven them wrong. People limit your imagination, limit your dreams because of they not able to achieve their dreams, of not working towards their dreams. So don't let nobody ever tell you. Work on your dreams and stay consistent on it, and you will achieve it.
Thank you so much, Ayuk. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview with me. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, the only limits in business and in life is your imagination and determination to succeed.